Heidi ho, my peeps, and welcome to Pamphlet Cooking. Today we're making the tamale meatballs that are found in this pamphlet by the Jiffy Mix Company. The wonderful Tamson Darland, one of my viewers, just a lovely, lovely person. She sent off for this and had them send me one. Now, Tamson, I don't know if you've seen my video. I did a video a while back talking about how Grant and I both collected pamphlets, some of them going back to the 1920s, that showed how to cook with different foods. That was very, very popular years ago. You could get a pamphlet from General Mills or from Kraft Foods or, from companies that made, I don't know, candied fruit or Hershey's. Just all of the food companies would come up with these little pamphlets and people would order them and, it would have recipes. So I inherited all of my parents and my grandparents. I have a big old huge stack of them. Well,
messenger video.
Oh, we've got a visitor here. Let's see. Let's see who it is. Well, hello there, Miss Therese. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Guess what? You're a visitor on my tonight's video for cooking.
Oh.
Now, this is the second time this has happened when you've called, and I was doing a video.
I have perfect timing, don't I?
You sure do. Are you home?
Yes, I'm home.
Oh.
I flew tonight. I took a nap this afternoon for a little bit because I didn't sleep on the planes at all, but I'm just settling back in.
Therese just got back from a trip out here to California, so that's cool. Hey, listen, I'm going to go ahead and finish this little clip, and then I'll call you back.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Second time she's called when I'm doing a video. Okay, I think that's cute. We get a little visitor. Anyhow, so I had all of mine. Now, after Grant's father passed away, they were cleaning out their house, the kitchen, the garage, everything. And Grant rescued quite a few little cooking pamphlets out of the trash that had been, looked at by someone and they decided it wasn't worth holding on to, so in the trash it went. Well, Grant went digging and he brought out a bunch of pamphlets from his own family as well. So we both have a huge collection of these things that go back decades. Anyway, I got such a kick out of it when Tamson had this sent to me, so I looked through it and I found the first thing I wanted to cook, which is what we're working on today, and it is the Tamale Meatballs that you see right there. So I've actually done all the videos showing you how to do it. I've got them in the oven right now, but I wanted to go ahead and do this little intro, and now we're going to get to the cooking. Don't those look yummy? Okay, so it calls for the Jiffy corn muffin mix. You can get at Dollar Tree, which I have. Some eggs and some milk. It also calls for enchilada sauce. I don't have any enchilada sauce, so I'm going to use Prego garlic and herb, spaghetti sauce, and I'm going to add a bunch of Mexican spices like cumin and chili and so forth. Salt, pepper, yeah. Don't have dried onions, but I do have some red onion in the refrigerator, so I'm going to mince that up. Garlic powder, ground beef. Yes, I have that. It calls for Monterey Jack cheese. I don't have any, but my son, the greatest shopper ever, just brought me about 15 of these chub packs of the Polio whole milk mozzarella cheese that he had in his freezer. It's a pound here, and this has been thawed, so I'm gonna go ahead and grate this up, and I'm gonna use this mozzarella instead of the jack. So, can you see a theme here? Yes, you can. The theme is substitutions. What to do if you don't have the thing it calls for. So anyhow, I went ahead and I cooked up the corn muffin mix the way it suggests on the package. When that cools, I'm going to crumble it, and then it will be mixed in with the rest of these ingredients, and we'll throw it in the oven. Okay, our cornbread is all crumbled up in the bottom of my big old stainless steel bowl, ready to be mixed. Now, like I said, I didn't have any enchilada sauce, but I did have the Prego garlic and herb. I don't think it would matter what you use. And this is my magic jar of Mexican spice mix. What I have in here is a lot of chili powder, cumin, some red chili, and what else did I put in here? I think I put some chili flakes. Oh, and also, oh hell, what's that stuff? Oregano. I've also got oregano in here. So, in order to make this, turn that into enchilada sauce, I'm just going to break it up a little bit on the top so I can pour it. I'm going to put in a nice 2 tablespoons worth. I'm not adding salt and pepper. The recipe calls for salt and pepper, but I think there's plenty of sodium and hot in this, in this sauce as it is. You could add salt and pepper to taste if you wanted to. Now, give this a little, I'm going to sniff it. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's smelling good. All right, so I think we're about ready. Again, the recipe called for dried onion, but I have a cup here of onion that's just been chopped up, kind of coarsely chopped up. I'm going to go ahead and put that into the sauce because I want some of it inside the meatball and I want some of it on the sauce that goes over the top. You only use about 1/3 of this jar of Prego or enchilada sauce. Only about 1/3 of it to mix in with the meatballs, and then the rest of it will go over the top of the meatballs when you bake them. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Now another thing I'm going to add that wasn't called for is a can of whole kernel corn, just to give it a little extra bite. That's just going to go right in here, right on top of the muffin. I mean the cornbread, crumbled cornbread. I have a 1.5 pounds of ground beef that's going to go in here. Now here's the, this is the cheese for the topping, so we'll just leave this aside. I used about a cup or so. Now incidentally, this Polio mozzarella cheese, this is the soft mozzarella like you would make a caprese salad with. So it doesn't grate easily, it wants to just fall apart. So I just took it and shredded it up a little bit. That'll be fine. Just kind of shredded it between my fingers. That'll be fine. Now, the only other thing we need to add to this mixture here is an egg. I'm going to grab one of those. And in it goes. There we go. Now, I'm going to take about a cup or so of this stuff, the enchilada sauce mixture. That's about 1/2 cup, a little bit more. There we go. All right, so there you have it. All of those things are going to get nicely combined and made into meatballs. Okay. Once you've mixed it up, you've got something that looks like this. The directions say to go ahead and make 1-inch meatballs and put them in an ungreased dish. My meatballs are a little bit bigger than that. They're closer to 1.5 inches or so. I'm going to go ahead and finish rolling them up and pack this pan with meatballs. I think that I might have a little bit left over. I'm not sure. Anyhow, once the pan is ready to put in the oven, which is a preheated 400-degree oven, I'll come back and show you the next. Okay, I actually reduced the heat down to 350 instead of 400. 400 was the temperature at which we bake the corn muffins. So now what we're going to do is put this tray of meatballs into the oven uncovered at 350 for about 30 minutes. It's been about 35 minutes or so. And now we will finish up by pouring the remainder of the sauce onto the meatballs themselves. And let's see here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is take the mozzarella cheese and put some of it just on the top like this. And then we're going to go ahead and we just got a phone call mid-video because I'm trying to stay in contact with my son while he heads back to school. Anyhow, so this is, I went ahead and spatulaed all the rest of the sauce onto here, cleaned out that bowl pretty well, and put the mozzarella cheese on. Now we're going to go ahead and put it back in the oven and let all of this kind of bubble and cook and melt probably another 15 minutes or so. This is always my favorite part of the meal, where I take it to Grant and he tells me generally how much he likes it. I think we've only had one real miss this year. Okay, honey. There you go.
Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome. Now, those are tamale meatballs made from the Jiffy pamphlet that Tamson Darland sent.
Right. No, that's different, but it's really good.
Different. Different is not a word you want to hear when you hand somebody your cooking.
No, it's different because you never think of meatballs having corn in them.
Oh, okay.
It's good, but it just, I love, you know how I love corn mixed with...
I know, sweetie, I know. So is it a winner?
It's a very good, very good. I like it.
All right. Say thanks, Tamson.
Thanks.